Perry, hold that thought for a second. We've got some breaking news.
talkSPORT breaking news.
We are, according to reports that we're hearing, an official announcement going to come out in the next couple of minutes. Rafa Benitez has been sacked as Everton manager. Remember, it comes off the back of that bad result against Norwich yesterday, a game that you were at, Perry. 1 win in 13 in the Premier League. Rafa Benitez started so well for him, under immense pressure at Everton, got some good results, the likes of Demarai Gray, Andros Townsend playing very, very good football, but the results simply haven't been good enough. And again, we're hearing reports now that Rafa Benitez has been sacked as manager of Everton. Initial thoughts, sorry, Perry.
It's not a surprise when you have a board meeting on a Sunday. I thought they might release it a little bit later, hoping it won't be in the papers tomorrow, because the papers have their print run. But it was it was really toxic at Carrow Road yesterday. There was banners out, get out of our club, sack the board.
We saw the fans storm the pitch.
Yeah,
that's those are wrong and you shouldn't do it,
exactly,
not at all.
Yeah.
But, that's how angry the fans are right now, isn't it?
But what happens is Moshiri took a chance. We can talk about it in more depth later, Addy, haven't we? But
of course.
Benitez, I think he's a busted flush at the top level as a manager, same as what players, go through their sort of their halcyon times. I think Benitez is completely done. And there's just a complete malaise at Everton as a football club, the way that it's been. And Moshiri has spent a lot of money, by the way. It's not just money, but he hasn't been advised particularly well.
Spent a lot of money. Some will say not this season so far. Yes, he's bought in a couple of
Well, he can't spend
transfers.
it this season because they've wasted so much money in seasons before.
$500 million Farhad Moshiri spent, more than $500 million since he's taken over the club. Look, that's the breaking news. Rafa Benitez has been sacked as manager of Everton. Look, we'll have it in full detail just after the short one. Let's talk about this. Rafa Benitez sacked as Everton manager. Look, no surprise. You were at Carrow Road yesterday. You saw the banners. You heard what the Everton fans were singing and saying. They wanted Rafa out. They never wanted Rafa in, to be fair. But look, he got a chance. He had a good start to life as Everton manager in the Premier League, right? Andros Townsend, Demarai Gray playing really good football. 1 win in 13 in the Premier League. And then you get beat by the bottom side, Norwich, who haven't won since I can't remember. It was always going to happen, wasn't it?
Always going to happen, because there was no Everton fans that there yesterday. Hopefully they'll phone in, and even if you want, there was no fight.
I'm sure they will phone in.
There was no fight yesterday at all from Everton, especially in the first half. It was flat, and it wasn't as it was like an understrength Everton team. All the players, the whole team starting 11 were bona fide first team players with experience there. Doucouré in centre midfield with Gomez were completely non-existent, and the banners obviously were unfolded. It was Rafa Benitez get out of our club, sack the board. I can understand the Norwich stewards actually asked them to take it down. You think, no, let the negativity flow. You're playing your away team, let the negativity flow. So, and then half-time he did nothing at all. He didn't change anything. He just went out. So I think that, say, as a top-level manager, Benitez is finished. But there's deeper problems at Everton Football Club, because they've gone for...
Look at the managers they've gone
Ancelotti,
through.
They've gone through Koeman, they've gone through Marco Silva. Sam Allardyce obviously was bought there sort of short term really to keep him up.
Di Matteo years back. Again, someone looked at it as a progressive manager that plays good football.
Martinez.
They've tried everything.
Roberto Martinez.
Sorry, apologies,
Yeah. And to be fair to Martinez, he had some success there. He got him playing like decent football. But I just think... Farhad Moshiri has just been really badly advised on the football side, because you can't... They said, sack the board. The thing that he's done is, you wouldn't say that Ancelotti wasn't a world-class manager. And you see he's gone to Real Madrid and he's sort of turned that around.
They're doing right now,
So
aren't they?
Benitez was a top-class manager, so he took a gamble. He was quite brave, obviously, with his record and being Liverpool manager. So that whole club needs completely restructuring. From all the way through, from probably the academy level into the recruitment, into director of football, and into the right manager. So a manager appointment now is massive for Everton Football Club, because this has got to be...
Do they go someone interim until the end of the season, i.e. like what United have done with Ralph Rangnick, and then maybe make a full appointment in the summer?
It'll be interesting to see if Everton fans will be happy with Duncan, because Duncan Ferguson took over a little caretaker stint before, and the results were good, and the work rate of the players improved, because you're not going to mess about with Big Duncan. He's got respect. He's the one who brought Calvert-Lewin. He made him a better player in that little 2 or 3 games, just a little bit of advice. So I think you might see Duncan Ferguson take over interim, but then the next appointment has to be a young I said I'm going to upset Brighton fans, but Graham Potter, I think, would be perfect to go at Everton.
It just might be a permanent appointment next as well. This is what Everton have released on their own Twitter page. Everton Football Club can confirm the departure of Rafael Benitez as first team manager. Benitez, who joined Everton in June 2021, has left the club with immediate effect. An update on a permanent replacement will be made in due course. Interesting.
How long's due course?
It could be anything, couldn't it? Could be,
Is it 2
could be a
days?
golf course.
Exactly.
Who knows how long it could be?